Hello, this is that GTA fan 720 with a new topic to discuss. So, apparently, there's this one person by the name of, what was his name? Kobe Soto. And he's 28. He lives in Tel Aviv, Israel, where in this case he was wearing a Fitbit. And this, I don't know if you're aware with Fitbits, but basically Fitbits are things where you put them on your wrist. They're basically like watches, and they basically like track, your heart rate and just stuff like that, basically through your wrist, like through pulses, and checks your heart rate, checks your health, and it basically predicts how much, weight you might be losing in terms of body fat and just whatever. And this man essentially, he was using his Fitbit. He forgot it was on, and it actually tracked his heartbeat. And he was able, during that time, he apparently went through a bad breakup. And the Fitbit somehow was actually able to track it. Well, I shouldn't say somehow, because it's pretty, self-explanatory if you think about it. The Fitbit basically just, his heart rate just changed, and the Fitbit tracked it, and he didn't realize it was on. He basically later used it as proof that he had basically just been heartbroken because his his heart rate raised, and which apparently is something that happens during a breakup, I guess. I've never noticed my heart racing during a breakup, sorry. But that's interesting. And it's kind of the thing I don't like about this is that the fact that he has to prove to somebody that he had just been heartbroken. I mean, that's kind of not on the point, but I'm just saying that's kind of sad how whoever he's talking to doesn't actually believe that this happened to him, and he or she kind of just shrugs it off. But anyways, so this man essentially just simply forgot his Fitbit was on, and he had been wearing it somehow, and he forgot that he had it. He forgot it was on, and it basically tracked him getting his heart broken. Now, this is kind of where the new age of technology goes into, because some people say, "Oh, it's an invasion of privacy." Well, I mean, not really, because he chose to have this on his wrist, and he said that he didn't feel it to be an intrusion in any sorts. So, essentially, Soto basically found that his, I don't know, it's kind of self-explanatory. Like, I'm just reiterating again that his heart rate basically just increased. And it's kind of amazing how there's technology like this that can actually do this kind of stuff. Because back in like 90s, 80s, 70s, whatever, this was considered future age stuff. And now this is pretty much part of our day-to-day lives if you can get a hold of this stuff. Like the Apple Watch, and I think there's a new one coming out from some company, I forgot where. But yeah. And basically, the story behind it is that Soto and his boyfriend were basically like finding time to study, and then he basically broke up with him over the phone, and that's pretty much it. And then his heart rate basically climbed, and he later found out. So there's not really much to say about this. It's just kind of something I stumbled upon, and I thought it was interesting it because it's amazing how this technology can grow and pretty much become part of our lives. But it's also amazing how, you almost it's like you said, he didn't even know it was on. He didn't know it was there. He didn't even remember that he was wearing it. And that kind of, I shouldn't say that worries me, because it doesn't worry me too much, but it just kind of lets you know where we're going in terms of technology and stuff. Like, if it was able to track his heart rate, to the point where it could find out that he had a breakup. I didn't directly tell him, "You just got broken up with," haha, but it basically tracked his heart rate. Just imagine what this kind of technology could help us with in the future. Like, imagine if something similar to this was something that, say, the elderly or someone who wasn't in very good medical condition could wear constantly. And let's say it could monitor them to alert if a possible stroke could be coming up. Or it could alert them that they're being dehydrated and they need to replenish, otherwise they could risk health problems. Or like if you're out in the sun or something, you need get more water in your system. Or if you're out in the wintertime and you need to, it could tell you that, hey, your body temperature is rising, you need to cover up or get inside because you might get hypothermia. it's just kind of amazing to think about that this stuff is really coming to be part of our society and part of our lives. Is some people say it's disturbing. I say it's a blessing, but at the same time, depending on what it is, it can become disturbing. Like I think Google was saying how they wanted to put like now I'm not quoting this from anywhere, but I think I remember at some point Google saying that they want to have all of your appliances connected to the internet to like communicate with your whole house or something like that. And that is something where I find kind of intrusive because I don't want my dishwasher like on the internet. I don't need it on the internet. I don't want it using up bandwidth. I don't want it possibly sending data back. I mean, that's just legitimate. It's like it can be sending data back about how, I, don't wash my clothes properly, or who knows, my vacuum cleaner could be sending me stuff about how my house is too dirty, or like my toaster could, send a message into rehab saying I need to go into rehab for Pop Tart addiction. I mean, this stuff is crazy. But anyways, this is a very interesting story, and I feel so sorry for Soto. I've been in a situation like that where I've broken up with a significant other, and I'm pretty sure all of us have. But so I just can't get over the fact that he has to prove it to his, to somebody that he's been broken up with. That's just kind of sad. But anyways, this is essentially my stance on it. Is that it's pretty interesting, and I'm amazing. Uh, no, I'm not amazing. I'm amazed at where we could go with this technology. So, what are your guys' opinions? Rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, comment, whatever. This is that GTA Fan 720 signing out, and let me know your opinions. What do you think about technology like this? Do you think it could benefit? Do you think it's something that could actually improve our day-to-day lives, or do you think it's just something that could be intrusive and something that you would never be interested in, whether it be a Fitbit or an Apple Watch or just any new piece of tech that's coming up, like, I don't know, Oculus Rift or something, Windows 10, who knows? Anyways, this is that GTA Fan 720 signing out. Have a nice day. So anyways, this is that GTA Fan 720 signing out. I probably said that about 10 times, but you know what? Whatever. I think I'll finally find out after the end of this. Anyways, I will let the rest of the game play out for just a little bit longer, and I hope you all have a great day.